If you have yoga blocks or even a pillow, anything to sort of prop yourself up, that might be helpful. You don't have to have them, but I wanted to let you know at the beginning of class so that you can get prepared in case you want to use them and don't have to go anywhere. So we'll go ahead and get started in a child's pose. So you can bring, take my socks off. So bring your toes together at the bottom edge of your mat, knees wide, and then go ahead and crawl yourself forward and place your arms out in front of you and place your forehead down on the mat. So you're really connecting your forehead and your shins, tops of your feet to the ground beneath you, and then letting go of any control, of any tension, allowing each breath to release something more, something else. As your body remains still, aside from the flow of your breath, can you encourage your mind to embody that same stillness? Begin to take your final 3 rounds of breath here. Exhaling deeply, finding heaviness. Finding connection with the ground. Finding peace in your mind. And after your 3rd round of breath, very slowly, really focusing on making each movement intentional, begin to come on up. Bring your knees together. You can face the side of your mat. Come on to your sits bones. And then bring the bottoms of your feet together. Allow your knees to come on out to the sides. This is where if you have blocks or pillows, if this feels right for you, you can place them underneath your knees to give you a little bit of extra support, or not. They can also, blocks or pillows can also act as a rest for your head as we begin to come on down. So first go ahead and find that shape that feels a little edgy in your body. So you're feeling something perhaps on your inner thigh area or your hips. And that may mean that your feet need to come out in front of you a bit more, maybe more towards your sits bones. Wherever it is, take a moment to find that right shape for you today. Really honor yourself in this moment. Okay. Then as you begin to let go of any tension that you might be holding in your legs, you can also begin to come on down, turning inward. This is another place where if you have blocks, they can be really helpful. You can rest your forehead on a block. And if not, no problem. You can place your hands around your feet, finding connection. And again, no need to come down further than is right for you today. So this practice is really about honoring yourself in this moment. Not in what you did yesterday, not in pushing yourself to know what you could do, but where's the right place for you today? Again, noticing where you might still be holding tension and inviting the tool of your breath to bring serenity, to bring relaxation, to bring openness in your body, and perhaps to inspire your mind to do the same thing. You are not in your future, you are not in your past. Those are in the confines of your mind. The only thing that actually exists is this moment. And the future only exists when it becomes this moment. So the best thing you can do for your future, for any worries that you may have about what's going to happen, is to practice being present. Because that is where the future also is. Begin your final 3 rounds of breath, perhaps discovering something new with each exhalation. end of your third round. If you're hunched over, begin to guide your torso on up, head being the last thing to rise. Then we've been in this shape for a bit, so your inner thighs might feel a bit tender. So go ahead and allow your hands to help bring your knees together. Place your feet out a footprint in front of you or two. And place your hands behind you with your fingertips facing your sits bones. Take a couple of windshield wiper movements here. Perhaps allowing your gaze to look to the opposite side of your knees. Your knees are going. No hurry here. Nothing to get to next. Just being with your body. Come on back to center when you feel ready. Stretch your legs out in front of you to a V sort of shape, and this might be 45-degree angle. This might be a 60-degree angle. I'm not sure what that exactly is, but I think you understand what I'm saying. So wide legs or not quite as wide. Again, whatever feels appropriate for you today, finding that edge. So finding sensation, but something that you can be with realistically for a few minutes. Again, you can stay up here if you're already feeling some sensation in your legs. You can begin to walk yourself on down in front of you, pawing your hands further and further away until you get to that space where your body goes, okay, that's good for me right now. Again, this is an opportunity to grab your blocks or your pillows, place them in front. You can allow your head to come on down to a block. Down even further, placing your forearms on the ground in front of you. Again, meeting yourself where you are. And when you get to that sweet spot, begin to let go of control. Let go of holding on. Be with the flow of your breath. And let everything else fall where it may. In a world that asks so much from us, that tends to pull us in so many directions, it can be difficult to remain still. And that's why this practice of yin is so important. It brings us back to who we authentically are. It allows us the opportunity to come out of the busyness and into truth. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to allow whatever that truth is to come to the surface. And accept it with love and compassion, because it is you. And you deserve all of the love and compassion for yourself that you can muster. One more minute here. your final 3 rounds of breath, perhaps sinking a little bit deeper into the expression, finding a little bit more freedom from your thoughts. The end of your final breath, once again, come up nice and slowly, leading with the back of your heart, allowing your head to be the last thing to rise. And once again, use your hands as tools to help your knees come on together. Same thing as before, out in front of you, a couple of footprints about hip width distance, fingertips behind you facing your sits bones. Taking those windshield wiper-like movements. Once again, go as slow or as quickly as you feel called to do today. And in whatever way feels authentic to you, begin to come on up onto your knees to a hero's pose. And the last pose we'll do for today is called saddle. So this is a really nice stretch for your quads. And again, everyone's body is different, so honor where you are today. This is another great place to bring your blocks or pillows. Now for me, for my body, I need to sit in between my feet. Okay, we're gonna go back is what's gonna happen. Some people like to sit atop their feet and go back. For me, I like it better sitting my sits bones onto my mat with my feet outside of my hips. So again, try both of those and see what works best for you. And then begin to come on down. So you can place, again, like we have done so many times, your hands behind you with your fingertips facing your sits bones. Begin to walk yourself on down. This may be enough for you. That's fine. Again, looking for that sensation, something to breathe into, something to grow into. You can also grab your blocks, place them behind you, maybe come down onto your forearms like you're just hanging out, right? Or perhaps we'll see if I can do this today. You can come all the way down. No, that doesn't quite work for me today, so I'm just gonna honor where I am, but I can come onto my forearms. And again, the idea is that your knees will stay together, but mine splay out a little bit when I do this, and that's okay because that's what feels right in my body. So again, do what feels right for you. I am here to be your guide, but your body is in charge. So come on down. And then I like to allow my head to fall back. You can also look forward. And once again, settle on in. And find stillness. check in with your body here. Perhaps you've lost the sensation because your connective tissues have stretched out significantly. So you might be at this point able to go down a little bit further, whatever that is. I'm able to go down all the way now because I gave myself the space to work up to it. It's true of yoga and it's true of life. Settle back into stillness as you deepen your expression. Only be here for about another minute. Begin your final 3 rounds of breath. At the end of your 3rd exhalation, begin to come on up with total intention. So 1 piece at a time. Perhaps if you're down low, coming up to your forearms first, then your palms. Really honoring movement throughout Yin Yoga, just as you would honor it in your life. Come on, bring your feet, bring your knees together. Sitting in hero's pose. Place your hands atop your thighs. Allow your eyes to close. Take 2 nice deep breaths here, allowing all the oxygen you can to enter your body, taking up space. Exhaling fully. Last big inhalation, taking your time, noticing the air filling your lungs, going deeper and deeper, just a little bit more. Hold it at the top, be with it. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining this practice today. I hope that you have discovered something new about yourself, and may you go through the rest of your day or your evening being conscious and aware of your movements and of your mind.